So thank you for anyone who tunes in either now or through the video. This is Bandit, and I'm joined here with Arandi.
Hello.
And we're doing round 3 of the Gold Rush Freefall tournament. We're down to the final 8. So the way this round will work is these top 8 AIs will face each other in a free-for-all format 3 times, but each with the order being jumbled up with who they're next to. So this round is going to reward consistency between these 8. And yeah, Randy, what are your thoughts just before I hit go on the game? Who do you think the top ones are going to be in terms of consistency here?
I mean, it's not a big surprise that I expect Immortal to be the most consistent one here, but as we are getting further and further, I believe that Rehoboam and Odette are going to prove their worth as well.
Yeah, and I think looking at the AIs, I think all of them, with the exception of MangudAI All In, has won at least one game.
I must say that I still need to catch up the last 2 games, but to defend MangudAI All In, it would be a much different tournament if he wasn't there, and he is consistent in the fact that he's always top 3, right?
Always top
At least
3. Yeah.
in the games I've seen. So I don't feel like it needs to be someone taking the third spot at least in one games to be the winner or to be called the most consistent one. And to be fair, from the technical aspect, MangudAI is a very simple AI, yet he executes his job so well that he is here in the finals. So congrats, Wattle, and yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And if we're rewarding consistency, then consistent top 3 will be one. And Leif also pointed out that Immortal has been top 2 every game as well.
Yeah.
So in terms of formation, because that's going to be important here, we've got the General in red. And going clockwise, you just mentioned it, General is next to MangudAI. Both of these AIs have they've fought each other quite a few times now in tournaments, particularly Arandi in your Prince of Arabia and Prince of Arena tournaments. So they're old enemies, it seems.
But always on the different ground. Oh, and a villager has died.
Tragedy.
Oh, what has happened here?
That is really unusual for MangudAI. It can happen if the villager spawns out of the TC too close to the Rhino. If it just happens to end up at that angle, but yeah, MangudAI down a villager. That's potentially bad news. Next we have MMA, which I believe is Naga. And I know Naga had an update between so not for this game, but for the next 2 games. Naga will be an updated version. So it'll be interesting to be able to measure the difference between these. MangudAI probably is not one you want to be next to as Naga because you like the space to boom. But we've also seen in the last game the Definitive Edition AI tried to rush Naga, and Naga was able to defend really well by building its own feudal army and then going into Castle Age later. So it can switch up if it needs to.
Naga being Ethiopian technically makes a threat to MangudAI as he needs some time to go up and get his army running, while stronger archers can definitely stop him from doing that. So yeah.
And the little eco boost at every age as well is nice.
That's true.
Well, Naga's not been that lucky because on the other side we've got Rehoboam, as we know, is pretty brutal with those archers early game. So those Ethiopian archers will be hard at work if that is what Naga goes for. Though Rehoboam's next to 2 boomers, so it's also next to the extreme AI. So Rehoboam may not be able to stop both. So one of these could potentially be a threat to Rehoboam. But we have to champion Rehoboam in that position there. It shouldn't be too contested in the early game at least. Playing as Romans as well, which is interesting.
One thing to notice is that Orange already has lost his scout somewhere.
Oh yes, potentially wandering under TC fire. And then next to Orange, we've got Odette as light blue, playing as Aztecs. I'm not too familiar with Odette as Mesosivs, but I would suspect that she'd go for the classic skirm rush here.
Though Odette seems to be going for gold, so this might be archers actually.
Interesting. Okay,
On
we'll
the
see
other
what
hand,
comes up.
though, not many AIs actually play Mesosivs, so having at least one of them is nice. And in this game, we already have 2 Mesosivs.
Yeah, for sure. And we'll come round to Immortal shortly. But next to Odette, we've got SilverTongue playing as Teutons this time. SilverTongue normally goes for archers as an opening, and tries to get that early crossbow boost. So we'll see what it makes there. But we've got 2 drushes going on. We've got Odette, who's decided to drush. They were in the general's base. They're also in MangudAI's base here. And we've got Immortal also drussing the general, which is interesting. Next to SilverTongue is Immortal. So Immortal is between SilverTongue and the general. And could be a threat to either of these. As you say, Immortal being the favourite here. So we'll see how positioning works things out.
Looks like this time he went for 4 militia though, but he already has them upgraded.
Yeah, playing as
instead
Mayans.
of the regular 5 militia.
Yeah, really nice.
But
we can see.
I feel like General is resilient enough to, even after being harassed like this, to go back to the game. So I don't think he will be suffering too much from this raid.
We got the same from Odette, who seems to be walking past yellow. Odette might be attacking the leader, which means she might be going for Immortal.
But Odette and the General lost their scouts as well.
Yeah. So it could also be a scouting issue. We've got Naga doing a skirm rush towards MangudAI all in.
Oh no.
General's down to 25 bills. Oh. So this man at arms you're saying could be the scout.
Yeah. Where are the others?
At home.
Okay.
Oh, defending by the looks of it.
Brutus only has a scout though. He's just scouting. And the General might get a tower to protect his resources now.
It's a
This is
little
quite an
late.
unfortunate spot for him, as he has both mill and lumber camp here. But for some reason, Immortal is retreating.
Maybe
But now
reacting
he's
to the
adding
tower.
archers.
Ooh.
But yeah, that should be a really good tower by the General, should help him a lot.
We got
MangudAI have
MangudAI being
almost
pinned down.
30 villages. And I think he's going up already to Castle Age. He has his defensive tower near stone, so he should be able to get his strategy up and running. Even though he is being harassed by those skirmishes.
Yeah, that's really nice. And you're right. I think it will very quickly get the resources needed for Castle Age. DEAI is the first up, though, and already
Not a
starting to produce
surprise.
knights. Rehoboam tearing through Naga's base.
Those skirmishes wouldn't even stand a chance if they were at their base. 15 archers already.
Well, we're going to see those spearmen certainly won't. Micro.
3 at once. Okay, skirmishes are back, but like I said, definitely not enough. So actually, MangudAI is benefiting from the aggression of Rehoboam.
Has been spared.
The general is at 27 villagers and no army.
It's
Wonder if he's
rebuilding.
going up.
Immortal switched over to SilverTongue.
But he's going up as well. And I think he should get a defensive castle as well.
SilverTongue is being attacked by Odette and Immortal.
Oh. Hello, Wattle.
Go give Naga a beating.
Okay, the general is up as well, and so is MangudAI.
Very nice, very nice.
Is he getting a safe castle?
Defending
Oh,
against
that's a
Naga.
nice one.
Very nice. And Definitive Edition AI is is producing knights still, and the general. I think I saw 2 stable production from the general. There are 2 stables there. It just doesn't have the gold. Rehoboam's defending in base with a load of its units, and then attacking with a subsection of those.
Yeah, Naga is in a rough spot. But I think that's what Promi was saying, that if Naga is left to boom, Naga is going to do great. But just as AI is like Rehoboam, that was super heavy into aggression early on, that AI might struggle actually.
Well, right now, looking at the population, Immortal and Rehoboam are miles ahead, which is really surprising considering that Definitive Edition AI is on 3 TCs, but Rehoboam still has the same villages as it.
But I guess that Immortal and Rehoboam's score are inflated because of the kills, while the AI pumps all the resources into economy apart from the group of knights. So he's going to get his score up a little bit later, but might be pretty high in a matter of 5-10 minutes.
Potentially, the MangudAI coming out.
Going to finish Naga.
I don't know, I think Naga could defend against this.
But
Naga's very good
scared.
at keeping the villagers safe.
How is the general doing?
Rebuilding, 35 vills, 7 knights. Don't know where those 7 knights are. They're at home.
And he seems to be transitioning some of the villages to stone, so he might get his base safer soon. And Immortal is actually adding TCs. It's actually interesting that Rehoboam at this point has only 2 TCs. I believe he often had a third one, unless I'm mistaken. But yeah, almost 30 crossbows on the field and transitioning to knights already. Yeah, that's gonna sting.
Here we go. Our MangudAI and the crossbow is going to clash.
They might evacuate just in time.
Not yet. SilverTongue defending here against Odette. It's a nice comeback.
Though Odette is on pikes, so pikes and eagles probably would shred Brutus until he gets Teutonic Knights. Then you would need some ranged units, I guess.
Well, the knights also get the armor bonus, right, as Teutons? They don't have the upgrades yet.
But the pikes.
Well, here's the thing though, Odette's now spilling over into Definitive Edition AI's space, and Definitive Edition AI also has knights and an onager, or mangonel. So you don't want to anger both of those at the same time.
Was that a siege weapon?
By
Under General's TC? Maybe
What,
I've
in the
seen
TC?
something. Yeah, I felt like I've seen a destroyed ram somewhere. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, looks like Rehoboam actually stopped training crossbows. He's going for, I guess, boom and knights now.
Switching up to
And he
knights.
eventually didn't attack MangudAI. Though there's some action between MangudAI and Immortal units. But the tower and the castle placement is simply perfect for... Okay, so this actually could have been Naga's TC. Let's see if villagers react to
The
the
villagers
rams.
should, right?
I think there's a couple of... yeah.
2 more production buildings.
I love when AIs actually use villagers to destroy rams. It's so satisfying.
And it didn't overcommit them either. Only just brought a couple in, but it did the job.
Yeah. I wonder if Naga will actually try to repair the TC.
Yeah.
Because another round of 2 rams or 3 might be enough to actually destroy it.
We've got a clash between Rehoboam and the Definitive Edition AI.
The TC should slow them down a little bit, but it won't hold them forever. Rehoboam is actually getting monks, so he can collect some relics, I guess.
I think D is going to lose its own units to Onager Fire.
Oh no. The E actually has quite a number of knights, so Rehoboam seems to be backing off. And well executed shots of mangonels should definitely help against the big wave of crossbows.
Naga's in big trouble.
Oh boy.
Just shredding through them. SilverTongue, I was going to say attacking Immortal. No, they're going out to defend against Immortal. Trying to stop the rams.
Immortal is going heavy on monks.
Oh yeah. I also saw 4 TCs from Immortal.
Wow.
And a third
He's
TC
already
from
on
the General.
almost 100. Rehoboam and yeah, Rehoboam just passed 100 villages though.
DEAI
I
is
blinked
with that.
and DAI is at 115. Wow.
We've got Rehoboam's units going into DEAI's base, but the DEAI is able to deflect. At least for
And
now.
it's actually adding some pikes against those knights from Rehoboam. I can already tell that, like Wattle has said, it's a lot of action happening now, and it's not a stomp like in the previous rounds. I mean, they were balanced as well, but we are getting further and further, and the games become more and more intense.
But game over for Brutus, so.
Ah, I said that in the wrong time.
And it's looking like game over for Naga.
Oh yeah. There's a mangonel that is going to be rammed.
MangudAI doing its thing. Chewed through a lot of villages.
I wonder if MangudAI will switch to Rehoboam or the General. Because the General is closer, but closer in relation to his TC.
And MangudAI is the first to imp as well.
Wow. I mean, staying at 50 villages definitely helps. But if he can get a huge wave of elite MangudAIs fully upgraded, oh, he will be a threat.
Yeah. The General's not able to mass its knights. It looks like they're getting picked off by crossbows.
That was a well-timed castle.
Yeah.
And Immortal has 20 more and he's actually converting, or at least trying to. He got one, I think.
MangudAI
MangudAI
versus
is actually
Rehoboam Knights.
harassing the knights. Nice.
Oh, is that monk going to get it? He is.
He fled.
That's really nice micro from MangudAI.
Yeah, it's so good. At this rate, he might get all the knights down.
That's a lot of crossbows.
The moment he gets too close, the crossbows will engage, and this might be a bad one.
See how quickly that ram went down.
Rehoboam is at 125 villagers, and even though MangudAI is killing some of them, he quickly gets new ones. Who has claimed the middle area so far?
Rehoboam. And we got Immortal on the edge. SilverTongue went out a little too soon, I think. Oh, but Rehoboam's villagers are in the middle there. MangudAI's found them.
If MangudAI spreads and takes all the middle, he will kill like 50 villagers, I guess.
Is he going to carry on in the middle, or is he going to go towards Rehoboam's castle? That could have been a bloodbath.
Might be a nice one.
But all of them except the general are now at Imperial.
Odette has given up. What happened?
I think Immortal went straight from SilverTongue to Odette. The Ram was going for the TCs. And we got DEAI also going for Rehoboam at this point, also with Cavalier. Halberdiers. I don't think this looks good for Rehoboam. We got Rams going for the castle.
Away at the same time from the middle. But yeah, the booming approach of the AI has actually paid off. Look at the score.
Yeah.
And it feels like Rehoboam is actually confused. I felt like he was switching back and forth with his DOC. Maybe trying to attack MangudAI and the AI at the same time. And I think MangudAI has his army in the middle now, killing all those villagers.
Oh yes.
And he seems to have ballistics as well.
Immortal's going for the general and for Rehoboam. Those are going to be Elite Eagle warriors now. Yep. The general was holding off these Arbalists for a moment by them being sandwiched between two TCs, but the Treb's taken down the TC and that cycle's been broken. And now Immortal's building castles on the outskirts of General's base.
I wonder what this MangudAI's villager is going to do. The one in the middle below the MangudAI's.
To repair that ram, I would imagine.
Oh, okay. Not gonna happen.
Oh, Savar. The Savar are out. 24 Savar, 5 stable production.
How much pierce armor do they have?
8.
8. Just like Elite Warrior Eagles.
And they do extra damage to archers, right?
I think so, yeah. +2, I guess?
I think so.
Though I don't know if that only counts the foot archers or the cavalry archers as well. The castle has been denied. Immortal actually stopped.
But this castle may still happen.
If Savar's... Okay, he is... Okay, I got it. Happened.
Oh man,
Oh, no,
3 sides.
So he seems to be retreating towards the TC. And he's getting either cap drums or sea drums.
Brutal.
Immortal is pop capped, the first one.
Rehoboam struggling for gold.
Though he just has captured the middle area with that castle, so maybe he will claim this territory.
Siege rams though. Immortal's army.
Immortal is there.
And another siege ram.
And I think Immortal already had Trebuchet, so should push.
I
The general
know.
is the only one in the castle age. I'm not really counting Naga because he is on 7 villagers actually.
Yeah, and although these MangudAI are in Castlefire, they've done so much damage while diving under that castle.
Immortal is not Immortal, but Rehoboam is down to 70 villagers from 130, I think.
And
And his
DEAI
castle
is
about to get sieged.
DEAI's eco's just been disrupted, and although we've got a massive army here and we had a bit of a train going, the resources are starting to be used up for DEAI, and quickly that pop's now dropping.
Immortal going for more actually arbalests and eagles. And yeah, Alps.
I mean, looking at Immortal's army there, what do you do against that?
Oh, I'm not the best one to do that. Because if you would go for knights or something like that, you have harps there already. If you would go for militia line, you would face 40 arbalesters. Siege, I guess eagles would shred it. So it's all in all a pretty solid comp supported by a couple of monks. Yeah, tough one.
Yeah, like I think the only counter to that is just more eagles, right? If you're playing a Mesosiv.
Could you repeat?
The only way to counter Immortal's army there, I think, is just with a lot more eagles if you have a Mesosiv.
Kinda true, yeah. I mean, a huge amass of Savars or Savar and Siege would probably work, but that takes a lot of gold. Because if they have 8 pierce armor, how much damage would arbalesters do? I think they have like 8 damage. Now that they are upgraded.
Yeah, I guess.
Arbalesters. So yeah, that's a solid mid shield. And maybe Siege would help. I feel like Scorpions are back in the game after the recent changes. Maybe that would help as well. Though Immortal's army is pretty scattered. It's not like they are all in one place. You can't really attack it all at once.
And actually, because of that, none of these AIs are, of these remaining AIs are going down. They're losing units, they're losing vills, but they're, like, the general's been in this position for quite a while, and it's constantly trying to rebuild and push back the soldiers there.
2 safety Cs now at the back.
Yeah.
I'm impressed that Naga is still fighting back to 16 villagers.
Oh, and the Savar. MangudAI's going to put a stop to that. As Wattle said, there's just so much going on in this game. I don't know where to click.
Yeah. Immortal seems to be retreating or actually trying to attack the general.
Yeah, seems that way.
Grabbing the Onager.
There it is.
But I feel like Immortal is going to slowly claim the medal as a whole, because I think he is slowly adding more castles towards his targets. Now he seems to be building one towards the edge, but more or less in the general's area. So if he pushes him further, he will probably switch to either DEAI or Rehoboam and put more castles in the middle, securing even more gold.
It's certainly looking that way, and
I mean, I look at his resources, it's not like he needs it anymore.
yeah. I was going to say it, and MangudAI as well, right? Like, MangudAI doesn't use that loads of resources, I guess. But yeah, MangudAI, I think is on track I know the schools are looking a little divided at the moment, but I reckon MangudAI's on track for another top 3 finish.
Yeah, that might happen for sure. I remember someone suggested Wattle to actually add light cavalry. As far as I remember, they have the bonus health as well. And as we can see, MangudAI usually has some left food, so that's definitely can be a thing for that food. Though, even at this shape, as we can see right now, MangudAI is doing great. I mean, 46 villagers. We are almost an hour into the game. And even with a small group of MangudAIs, he's able to kill so much.
Yeah, although against Arbalesters, I'm not sure.
I mean, I think they have more health in general, the MangudAIs, and they might be dealing more damage, including faster fire rate, plus the mobility, but yeah, at this moment it's a matter of DOC.
Under Castle Fire, though, the Ram might help here.
Oh yeah, true. Also, how much health points Elite MangudAIs have right now? I believe he has the, how do you call it, bloodlines? 80. Yeah, Arbalesters have 40, I think, so double the health. And yeah.
And Immortal's distracted, so I think this castle goes down, right?
At least he has murder holes.
I don't think it's going to do much with the villager repairing. Oh, it targeted the villager. Yeah, nice.
He actually switched the target. He is switching to villagers.
He's lucky it got the angle on the one that was actively repairing.
MangudAI might lose some villagers now because of that castle, though. Yeah, it's actually looking good. I'm not sure if you've noticed, but Immortal is above 200 pop. He seems to be using his monks pretty well. Slowly converting some units. The general is down to 60 villagers. He only has a couple skirms. But looks like Immortal has let him alone for now. And actually Rehoboam has gained access to some gold.
Naga finally resigned. Look at the score difference between Brutus and Naga.
Wow. Just a hair.
Agreed, Wattle. The castle just shooting, repairing villagers might just drain MangudAI's villager count. Though it's got the food, so it should be able to replace them quite easily because it's capping at 50.
DI is adding not legionaries, but how do you call them? Centurions. Oh, let's see if we get some good onager shots. But yeah, eagles shred them.
Yeah.
I mean, players are not. I mean, AIs are not the only ones struggling with eagles. Players also often find themselves unable to handle the wave of eagles.
Yeah, they're so fast.
I totally understand that. You'd have to have, I don't know, hand cannoneers with a meat shield to get rid of them. You could use champions if you have them, but eagles will simply run away. It's like a faster version of infantry that you can't really catch, and it's actually very solid against ranged units. I believe Immortal is resetting his conversions. But he is actually losing some units. But I guess simply because he is attacking under the castles, killing even more mangonels or onagers. But look at that, DEA is actually actively repairing the castle.
Yeah. So something mentioned in an earlier game that Leif was saying he thought Immortal was the only one that repaired castles, but it looks like DEI has learnt this as well now.
I mean, DEA is still being developed, and that's great.
Yeah, it's great to see.
Looks like MangudAI is actually destroying the general's TC. And
it's also actually in Immortal's base.
Oh, that can hurt.
Unfortunately, it's not shooting while it's under TC fire, so it's not picking off the villagers it could do.
Oh, he just started to do so.
There we go.
And Immortal actually has lowered his villager numbers because he has so much resources. So now he is actually down to how much? 78 villagers?
So MangudAI could actually be helping him here.
I mean, he will probably rebuild them. But yeah, he is getting his pop cap again after the fight with the AI. I mean, Immortal's score is saying a lot, but it's not over till it's over. And Rehoboam is still there.
Yeah,
More or
Rehoboam's not
less
going to
the
make it
same
easy.
score as the AI. You could pay a little more attention to monks of Immortal. He was trying to convert some Savars, but I believe they got killed. They
3 of them
managed to
got killed.
convert 3 Savars. There was like 8 monks. Some conversion happened, but the rest of them died.
And the general's now surrendered.
Yeah.
So MangudAI could be focusing more on Immortal now.
He might get that castle down.
He might do, because Immortal's distracted. But right now, Immortal is outnumbering in pop all of the others players added together. So they could all turn on Immortal, and Immortal would still have more military.
I mean, they would have to attack both the base and some other areas, or actually, I don't know, one would make him busy while he is being attacked. But yeah, Immortal already has quite a bank. Even if he would lose all the economy right now, he would still be able to get more and more army.
He's got a really
And
nice buffer.
It's interesting because he is using simple composition of 3 units, some rams, some siege, and it works because he knows how to use them well. Hit and hide.
Oh.
Hello, Leif.
Is this being trapped? No, it's a ram. Okay. Rehoboam just about hanging on. 26 pop though. The target switch to DAI.
And that means that MangudAI might be the next target because he is actually of higher pop.
You don't target MangudAI. MangudAI targets you. It appears.
You could see how aware of his villagers and the threat to them Immortal is. He retreated them to the castle just the moment they have actually noticed MangudAI. I love that feature of Immortal, that he is so good at retreating villagers, even from earlier ages.
Yeah, it's really nice. It does cause a lot of idle time, but in this scenario, it really pays off.
Honestly, though, I'm happy with idle time as opposed to losing those units.
Yeah, exactly. Leif says he can't stick around for long, but he wanted to say hi. Hello, Leif. Brutal game, and I don't even know how Immortal got this far in the lead. It just felt like it dominated from the start.
I guess it's a combination of collecting resources and fighting, because he is killing so much and at the same time he is collecting a lot. Resources gathered alone are increasing your score a lot, and he was on a high pop in terms of villages for a while, so combine these two. He is also converting some, so that's another bonus to the score.
Yeah.
And he seems to be going towards MangudAI now. Oh, those villagers, look how many of them die at once.
Yeah, and MangudAI's catching up as well in score. MangudAI wants that second spot.
He will stall Immortal for a second with his castles, and he won't probably lose that much in terms of a score, since he doesn't really rely on the structures, and his army is never that big. But yeah, look at the flood of eagles. He better make use of his castle like never before.
He's making good use of that castle.
That's actually super great.
Trebs on the side though, on the high ground. Could be problematic.
But yeah, at this point they don't really retreat, because I believe the retreat point is more or less TC area, so eventually eagles will catch them and kill them. But yeah, he killed quite a lot, I think, even though they have 4 piece armor. 8. Total of 8. Chipping them down. I don't think he has murder holes. Looks like the TC has that one tile area space. To see who gets the second one. Okay,
Oh man.
so he doesn't get murder holes. But yeah, majority of Immortal's army is actually leaving now. He did his job there, and he's going to another target. This time it's going to be the AI. So yeah, it looked like he is actually checking that pop cap or whatever to decide who's going to be attacked now.
It seems as well like by capping itself at 50 vils, MangudAI is just so fragile. Like that production just shuts down as soon as you got, like, you know, as soon as 15 vils are garrisoned in the TC, everything's at a standstill. It's so interesting seeing how quickly it was going from, you know, fairly dominant this game to 18 pop total, with 13 of those hiding in a castle.
I mean, this is probably the strength of MangudAI in terms of 1v1, right? He's going for a solid punch, a risky one, but still. I mean, you are going for an FC, so you are fragile if you are going to be attacked by AIs like Rehoboam or Naga or Odette. But when you get that MangudAI group up and running, and you fight only one enemy, you are likely to do pretty well. So maps like Arena or hopefully Hideout will actually benefit him.
And we've seen Arena being its strong point for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Leif said it there as well. If an enemy army's in your base when you're doing an all-in strat, you've already lost. So I might speed this up because it looks like this is now a cleanup job from Immortal, and it's now about who gets the other top 4 places, because these guys are pretty close.
I don't think MangudAI can go back to his mass and get what he needs. I believe a simple fix right now would be actually spending some food on gold, like trading. Maybe he's actually doing that. It's hard for me to tell. But yeah, 1200 food, that could be turned into some gold, especially earlier on. And maybe get some Mangudas in the field. Though I think he needs to rebuild a castle, and I think he's doing so. At the back towards the general base.
Yeah, very nice.
But yeah, like you said, right now it's more or less the cleaning job for Immortal.
Who's it going to clean up first?
Looks like the AI.
There it is. So this could
Question
give
is,
Rehoboam room to creep in second.
yeah, that's true. But he needs those 500 points.
Oh, the castle's down. MangudAI's on the attack with 3 siege rams. The buildings are going down. The TC's going down.
Wow. I didn't expect that to happen. But
Ah,
yeah,
but now
the
it's in
active
TC
use
size.
of villagers OP. So nice.
Immortal did not like that, and so MangudAI is being targeted again, and I don't think this time he will be spared. Oh
Down
no,
to 6
he is.
villagers and not UC. Immortal down to 12 units.
They're on the same. Oh, Rehoboam's dropping a lot. It's got no TC left.
But he'd have to drop like 1500 points to close his third spot.
This happened with Immortal last time, didn't it? The wandering units. Oh, well, they have found a target. They found the castle.
Oh no. Only 3 villagers left. Okay.
And he's gone.
He's given up.
And that
So the
score
last
drop
one-
that came with that then. So Rehoboam, can he get second place?
Oh, he's about to lose a lot of stone.
He converted, got a conversion though. No villagers. Gaining 4 relics so it could keep producing monks. It could still get those conversions, and it's less than 100 between second and third place.
Wow.
Another conversion. And this is just still getting the resources in. Ah, but not anymore.
Okay.
2 Savar being produced.
I believe Immortal is struggling with fighting monks. I
And
might
he
be
takes a
wrong, but
score.
I've seen so many times that he's actually avoiding them or ignoring them. Rehoboam
Yeah.
has no army and no echo.
It has a score lead here, but when the game ends, that score may drop.
Losing buildings might lower the score as well.
Yeah.
I think.
So DAI may still have second place.
Actually, no. Buildings destroyed don't lower the score. Maybe castles and TCs, but the stable just got destroyed and it didn't lower the score.
I'm still not entirely sure how the score system works. I'll be honest.
Okay,
Oh,
down he goes. And he stays number 2.
wow.
Nice.
18 points in it.
That was a close one.
Leif says destroying buildings lowers the score. I guess it just wasn't enough buildings to lower it that much.
But it's weird because I was actually looking at the score
Yeah.
when Immortal was destroying the stables, and it actually didn't lower the score when it got down. So maybe it matters to increase the score, but not to lower it. I don't know. But yeah, definitely army, when it dies, it lowers your score. And maybe just a couple of buildings actually lower the score as well. Like I've mentioned, the castle, maybe TCs. I don't know.
But looking at units here, 184 Savar and 199 Elite Eagle
Could be one
Warriors.
more.
Let's have a look at the stats. I feel this is just absolute domination by Immortal.
But look how strong MangudAI looks at this as well. More than 1.5 KDA. KD. And
But
yeah,
Immortal still 2.6. Normally, MangudAI would be
3.
yeah, fairly high ahead and that. But I think MangudAI this time, I mean, it had a slower start because it lost Seville at the very start, but also it ran a load of its MangudAI under Rehoboam's castle earlier on.
Yeah.
So I don't think it had as high KD as it normally would do. But yeah, look at Immortal here, 100 conversions, 125 army because of it gradually removing its fills.
100 conversions. That's sick. It's indeed sick.
Yeah. Most of those being the general, it seems.
Yeah. I mean, it was a very unfortunate game for Naga. He had a very rough start because he was trying to attack MangudAI while he was already safe with the tower, and he got backstabbed by Rehoboam with all those archers into crossbows.
Yeah, and then countered again by MangudAI. Great Relic Gold there by Rehoboam.
Interesting to see that only those two were actually caring about the relics. And Naga got disrupted early on as well.
Interesting that so MangudAI does use the market. So it's just adjusting those rules, I think, to use it a bit more to get more units out. But it's interesting that it does seem to use it.
What is really interesting is the fact that Immortal is actually using the market, but not much. All he had was simply because of the efficient use of his economy. He
Yeah,
can adjust it very, very well.
yeah, similar to DEAI as well, I'd say.
I mean, you get 100,000 resources and you trade like, I don't know, 1% of it. Am I counting it right? Maybe 10%, even less. Yeah, that's efficient, I guess. Yeah, MangudAI first to Imperial Age was a bit of a surprise for me, and I'm happy to see it. That was very nice.
Yeah, and I think Rehoboam would normally be quicker to imp, but I think having to bat off Immortal Definitive Edition AI and then occasionally MangudAI as well slowed that Imperial Age time a lot. I think normally Rehoboam's quite quick off the mark with that, particularly with Persians.
Oh
Um,
yes.
but but yeah, really interested to see that Definitive Edition AI was the fastest to castle. Again, I think,
6030 is crazy actually. That's super fast to castle.
and I think going back to MangudAI here, I think this is slow for MangudAI. I think losing that villager potentially slowed it down. I think it's normally on the 16 mark, 16-minute mark. I think this is an extra villager, which doesn't seem like much, but it helps deflect that first attack from Naga, for example, or it helps kind of get an attack somewhere else.
Look how many techs actually Immortal went for. He had almost half of his tree unlocked at this point.
Yeah, nice. And the exploration as well. It scouted the map really nicely.
So yeah,
We we didn't mention much about them in the game, but SilverTongue just really unlucky in this game, I think, uh, and being bold enough to go for the middle first when without any protection, I think just put it in a really precarious position.
I really hoped he could get his castle up and start training some Teutonic Knights to actually harass Immortal, because early on Mayans, I don't think they have much unless they get those X-bows running. But if Immortal was focused on other players, Brutus had a chance to actually deal quite a solid blow, because anything that would fight back in melee would have to go through all the melee armor Teutonic Knights have. So yeah, they would slaughter them.
Does Brutus go for unique units? Sorry, SilverTongue. I think it just goes for the archers, right? And then well, normally light cav. I don't know what it would do for Teutons. But Vagabond normally goes for the unique units, I think.
I think that's true. I keep mixing those AIs because they're all Rorrik's creations.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It might do.
if
I
he
don't know.
would have them, I mean, I would be happy to see some Teutonic Knights.
Yeah, and Wattles said it there as well. SilverTongue did good against Odette for a while. Odette, winning games in the first round,
Oh yeah,
wasn't able to really flourish, and SilverTongue was probably the reason for that.
yeah, that's actually true because Odette was attacking Brutus. I think at the same time, Odette got attacked by the AI,
Yeah,
at least to some degree, and that eventually led to Odette being eliminated quite fast. But yeah, Brutus was one of the reasons to that happening.
nice.
Hmm, pretty.
The general making a load of villagers there, but losing quite a lot as well. So a lot of its resources there trying to recover units, but the general did recover for a fair bit. It got attacked early on, and it was building back, and you can probably see this in the population chart. It does build back.
Oh yeah. And so did actually the AI. He had those spikes and lows
Yeah.
as well. But what's interesting is, again, the fact that Immortal actually didn't lose that much villagers. He had to build some more, including those that died after MangudAI raids. But all in all, he didn't lose much, and he kept his villager count high, apart from the moments when he was actually lowering them on his own.
Yeah.
Looks like Leif has updated the scoreboard.
Oh, great. And I just saw Leif was adding in the chat there about how the scores figured out, um, which is good to see. So regarding buildings there, it may just have been that like one or two buildings doesn't really impact the score that much, and more has to be done. I'm not sure. But yeah, there is their final screenshot of it. Really close between Rehoboam and Definitive Edition AI, and really close between Brutus and Naga. But it's going to be interesting seeing these next two games and how the positioning impacts. Like which of these AIs are going to be consistent, and which ones are going to flourish under different conditions against the same opponents.
Looks like Promi came just in time to see his AI score. Hello, Promi. And sorry to
Oh no.
that you have to see that.
I'm also just going to bring up. I just realised I've not got the window open. Not that one. Let's go for. Let's see.
As far as we know, this is the game where Naga was not updated yet, so in Game 2 and Game 3, Naga will be updated as far as I know.
Oh, I know. I need to refresh. That's why. Okay, let's go. Can we see?
Not yet. Okay, now it's fine.
Um,
Some issues.
so Immortal again, first place, and this time it's 5 times the points. So Immortal bags itself 50 points, placing it firmly in first place. Rehoboam bagging second place there, so a score of 40. Followed by DEAI with a score of 30. MangudAI, its first non-top 3 finish with fourth place, getting 20 points. Still did a really good job, but these AIs were a lot less forgiving. So MangudAI wasn't able to recover as much as it has done in previous games, it seems. The general, really unlucky, but again, showing just great resilience in trying to build back. So that's what bagged it that fifth place. Odette not quite being able to do the damage to SilverTongue that it would have liked, and then backing off into Definitive Edition AI was a bit of a mistake. So sixth place. SilverTongue, again, unlucky, but I think the counter attack to Odette just got it the score that it needed to just overtake Naga, who got 8th place there. But even that 8th place, Promi, I know you just caught it, the end of it here, but Naga didn't just get stomped in this game. There was a real struggle. So it's interesting to see how Immortal was very dominant in this game, but I don't think any of the other AIs just folded over. I don't know what your thoughts are on that, Arandi.
I mean, it's the last stage, right? All the AIs are strong, and they would probably have to fight together. And lead to a situation like 2v1 we've seen today, that would eventually lead to the loss of certain AIs. Because I would say that, for example, Naga got attacked by 2 AIs at once, and it happened in the past, and maybe we will see it happen to Immortal as well at some point, because while he gets his militia on the field, it doesn't really give him that much at this level, I guess. So the faster uptime from neighbors of Immortal could lead to him being attacked by double archers or something like that. And while he would probably defend, stay alive as long as possible, that would definitely slow him down or even defeat. And yeah, up until now, he wasn't in such a situation. So it's not like he's going to be number 1 or number 2 forever.
Yeah, for sure. And just looking at the points here for the top 8, keeping in mind that after 3 games, the bottom 4 of this final 8 will be eliminated. So at the moment, it's really close between these AIs here. But keeping in mind that these scores are multiplied by 5, actually, the difference between these scores here and
Crazy small.
above this, yeah, it's one win can get you 50 points. I think probably trying to figure out the maths without kind of over analyzing it. If you assume that everyone's getting an average of about 15 points, kind of being between 4th and 5th in this round, then it's you're even if you're winning, you're kind of gaining around 35 points on people. So you're wanting to kind of look at these two here. Probably need 2 top 3 finishes, I'd say, to more firmly get into that middle ground.
I might be wrong, but I think today's game actually allowed MangudAI to go up, because Odette didn't get that many points in this round, while he got I think 20 points. So even though the AI got 30, I think, he had already a big enough gap between himself and the AI, and he was able to overtake
Yeah,
Odette. And as a result, MangudAI is top 3 AI right now. Of course, like you said, it can easily change as we have that multiplier, and every game counts, especially now. But we know that MangudAI is delivering solid performance in each game. Apart from this one, he was always top 3. So if he keeps doing his job, he will be the one in the finals.
Yeah, is doing great, and I'm really excited to see who those final 4 will be. And it's not guaranteed at this point that Immortal makes the top 4. It's looking likely, but if it has 2 real stinkers of games, then it could be overtaken. The other thing, just going back to Naga, I mentioned earlier in this, is that I think Promi released an update. So this game was the unupdated version of Naga. So if there are any changes made, it'll be the second and third games that will see that. So it'll be interesting to see what's different from there. But we don't have any more games run at this point, so we're going to leave it there. But hoping to run the other 2 this week before the weekend, so that we can set up for the final. So at least on my side, Randy, I said I could do Thursday. So if we get games run, maybe we can get with yourself either a Wednesday, or we try and run a couple on Thursday. But yeah, we'll see how Leif gets on with running those next games, because as you can imagine, they're quite bulky at the moment as they get closer.
Don't worry though, we will keep you informed.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, look forward to joining you next time. Thanks a lot, Randy, and thanks for tuning in, folks.
Thank you for having me.
Take care.
Bye.